Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 85 of Prog Review. And if you haven't read the description, well, tough. It's not my problem anymore. And so it has come to pass that I shall be talking about the self-titled debut from National Health. Not the National Health Service, the jazz rock band from the 1970s. I've had quite a few requests for this, and seeing as we're ploughing this particular prog furrow, it seemed only natural to slide this one here, Don't mind if I slide it in. Formed by Dave Stewart, he of the keyboards of Bruford. After his stint with Hatfield in the North, this band featured players plucked from the Canterbury scene. You had Phil Miller, Pit Pile, Alan Gower, Mont Cowbell, Neil Murray and John Greaves, and even Bill Bruford appeared as the original drummer, but not on this album. We have a core group consisting of Stewart, Miller, Pyle and Murray. If you're looking for the Bruford stuff, I think it's on an Offcuts album that they did. While I have a lot of time for Hatfield in the North, when I originally got this album, I assumed that the love would roll from one band over to this one, over to National Health, but unfortunately it just wasn't the case. But we'll get to the whys and wherefores as we move through this wretched album. Oops, revealed my hand too soon there. It begins with Tenemos Roads, a 15-minute track that features a lot of stylistic flourishes from Hatfield, even Caravan. And while there's some interesting playing on this song, it's formless. It really is. It's like a soggy t-shirt or something, and only really comes together during the vocal section. But again, this is more modern jazz than prog, and so while there's some interesting harmonising going on, these ears finds it all a little indelicate. But overall, the track comes across as a rambling, self-indulgent, and written for those folk who just want to kick off their shoes, roll a fat one, and bliss out with this burbling on in the background. Say I'm wrong. I dares you, double dares you in the comments below. It's a shame because there are some genuinely nice moments during the song, but they're buried under minutes and minutes of noodling just for the sake of noodling. And this is followed by Brujo, which again follows the template set out by the previous song, though this time it does have some genuinely lovely pastoral moments. There's a section with the flute solo. It is magical. I really do like it, and it actually builds like a musical moment. There's like an atmosphere, but this moment is lost when the band takes off and we're beset by more noodly jazz bits. Like I said, it's for a certain type of listener. It's not for me, it's not for these ears, it's for those who like their playing noodly, Soft Machine, that kind of thing. But hey, I even like Soft Machine, but that's not some of their stuff can be a little bit OTT. Anyway, I'm off the point. I'm digressing. Let's get back on to the review, shall we? The next track up is called Borrow Groves, Borographs Part 2. Yeah, how clever of them, eh? No, not clever, pretentious. They put Part 2 before Part 1. Yeah, trying to catch out because you're looking at the record sleeve and you've got your doobie hanging out your mouth and you're going, oh man, it's Part 2. Where's Part 1? Have I missed it? Oh, I've got the munchies now. Ho, 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 ho. Indeed, this is a lot of old Mimsy in slithy toves. It's the shortest track on the album, and it again builds some interesting atmosphere. And there is some great bass playing from Mr. Murray. But as soon as the band starts to solo, my brain just shuts down. The shutters come down. And the song segues naturally into Part 1. Which should really be Part 2, but hey. And we're in the land of fuzz organ and synth horns. It sounds like an offcut of Caravan, which, I started to enjoy it. But then we are subjected to more jazzing out, and I start thinking about when I'm, what I'm going to have for my tea tonight, that kind of thing. My mind drifts. downstream. The last track on the album, you didn't see that, did you? It's called Elephants, but funnily enough, it has enough musicality as I've heard of hippopotami suffering from chronic flatulence. You can quote me on that. And I suffer and I suffer and I suffer and I suffer and I suffer, and then it ends. Huzzah! Now, the thing about this record is, on paper, I should actually like it. In fact, I should love it. It's got everything there. All the elements are there. You know, it's got the Canterbury scene. It's got all these players that I like. You know, all the boxes are checked. But you know, there's just something not right. It's like it was born wrong. You know, a child, it has 2 arms, 2 legs, feet, eyes, nose, and mouth, but it's missing something. For me, it sounds like a poor man's Henry Cow, noodling around and goofing off, being difficult just for the sake of being difficult. There are some nice movements. This should be a song called Movements. Yeah, movements. I like movements. There's some nice moments even. I'm going to leave this in. It'll be hilarious. Everyone will laugh. There are some nice movements. Oh, God. It's been a long day. There have been some... Yeah. Should we start again? Hi, my name's Darren Locke, and this is Prog Review 85, and I'm talking about national health. There's some nice moments, but the showing off for me just gets like, that's what you just get the feeling. They're just showing off, and it's not about melody or songs or structure or taking your journey. For me, it's the musical equivalent of a willy waving contest to see who can do the helicopter the longest. But I guess that's just the dark nature of jazz, the arcane side of jazz that I know nothing about. Maybe, I'm in the wrong. Maybe I've not had a good education in the jazz genre. I don't know. But hey, it baffles me. It baffles me. I don't know where I'm going wrong. Oh, maybe my ears are wrong. I don't know. So, to sum up, it's an album that lacks any kind of charm or wit, and for me is a complete and utter waste of my time. Oh, that's cutting, but it's how I feel. My rating is 1, count 'em, 1 Jabberwocky out of 5. That's a 1, count 'em, a Jabberwocky out of 5. So there. I bet you wish you never asked for it now. So anyway, my name's been Darren Locke. I've been whittering on about national health by national health, and I'm sure you've all had a wonderful time. Let's do this again. Your place or mine. And one more thing to say. And prog on. Did I do that right? Shall we do that again? And prog on. Once more with feeling. And prog on. I think we got it that time. I think that one worked. Yeah, do you agree?